me ba kunya we na as ba ba e nyina nim de Kwasea ye wadum PZ a blue light or many are your WhatsApp you know the whole comaka some na Ashanti regional minister ko ye ni e bi na so ma kana fo binim so e di na tempa papa binim kana sa binim so kire se de o ye no so de di ano no na so ma fire service ni bi kra ko dim fo mu sin de kra ye pamu ni de free ho na say ye nyina free ho kra de akoba bi de chi bi di sa akoba uma iti sa akoba na course na so ti ma twene bi na so e was answer bo so ka e fa answer no so ka.
Well said. Thank you very much for your time tonight. So I'm sure just a short while ago you heard the Ashanti regional minister there engaging your men, if I'll quote him, if there's no fire in the tender, move it from this place. I mean, first of all, let me find out from you, what is the status of the fire now?
So good evening to yourself and to your viewers. I'm not the main PR, I'm a member of the PR department. That's
I appreciate that.
So,
thank you. Kindly go on with the point.
Now the fire is well under control. There are pockets of fires that we are dealing with, and I'm confident that hopefully by midnight we should be able to finally extinguish the fire totally. Our men are still on the grounds, very determined, though quite demoralized by the actions and utterances of the regional minister. Yeah, our men are self-motivated and are working.
Okay, so give me your reaction to the Ashanti regional minister's outburst, because for us out here, it looks like this is a man who actually was determined to ensure that, the fire is put out immediately. His words, if there is no water in the tender, what is it doing here? If you have any challenge, why don't you tell me immediately? These are words that we feel, right, this is the man who is in action. Tell us your reaction to his words.
Okay, so you see, action is not by shouting or by creating public spectacle. This is a minister who is well informed of our challenges as a service. Even as at 6th March, when our officers had engaged him with the cleaning exercise, he had even assured the officers that he would have even helped with fixing our fire tender at our metro station. The promise has not been fulfilled yet. That's aside. Let me explain what happened. So when, just like Kantamantu, we didn't have this kind of scene at Kantamantu, yet we were able to extinguish the fire. Shouting does not fight fires or extinguish fires. So when we have a fire situation like that, where we have multiple fire tenders in attendance, the first tender that attends to the scene is called the base pump. The base pump is supposed, no matter what, is supposed to stay put at the fire station. This is a situation we had about 6 fire tenders on scene. All the other 5 fire tenders were out trying to replenish and come back. The base pump has to be per our standard operation procedure. The base pump would have to be packed at the fire station, at the fire scene. We can't leave the fire scene naked without any fire tender. So per our standard operating procedures, the tender will have to be there so that when the fire tenders that are going to replenish come, then they feed the base pump with water. This is something we could have easily spoken to our officers without having to put a camera and create a spectacle and demoralize the efforts of our officers. His Excellency the President came, he acknowledged the hard work of our firefighters and thanked us. Where is a thank you from them? One of our officers has fallen from the building and it's at the hospital right now. He would have to use his own pocket money to foot his bills and later go for a refund. What about a simple thank you, rather than wanting to put a camera on you to demoralize officers who've inhaled different toxic materials for 24 hours? It is not the best. We fought the fire at Kantamantu. Nobody was shouting at us. We worked. So what was the essence of shouting just to create an impression for social media? That was very uncalled for and very unfortunate.
Are you saying, from what I get, that the regional minister?
Yeah, but also adding command now per the explanation, I brother so I can. Maybe I don't speak to my the facts say now or yet be the F00ling because of a we who said we need Janisi, maybe we are only say bit my PPD as so I say, but one thing I was a regional minister so it will say. Although more boy at Japan and then by. I don't think say firefighter be able to be the name to be a Japan. So say you are said here, Japan no ever said any economy. and to be massacres. There were a Jumabia Nimu addition, there was a way and the new ones away. Namana sort was it in Comodium Sudica.
Was not informed about the tender that supposedly he was talking about, because is let me say an equipment, a machine, a tender that would have to be fed with water. I say he was not informed.
So one, I can't tell if he was informed, but you see, he could have asked it in a different way rather than creating a spectacle, which would make a mockery out of the efforts that we are making. He could have easily asked without having to create a scene and telling us to move our fire tender away. To what end? Who wins or who loses when you create a public spectacle like this? For Christ's sake, you're the regional minister. You could have asked the people that what is happening without having to create a scene. The scene was totally unnecessary. This is someone, you see, and I'll question the moral justification of the regional minister. Since he took office, yes, I give him the benefit of the doubt that he has not been in office for long. But what has he done for the Ghana National Fire Service for wanting to disgrace us like this? It's different if when you came, you've probably equipped the service. You've done something for us, and you say, because I've done this, I've equipped you, I expect this and this from you. When the fire happened, the two fire tenders that were very close, Konfanochi and our station at Kumasi Metro, these two fire tenders are down. It would have been nice to have seen the regional commander having made efforts to try and help us fix appliances like this, but to go out and create a public spectacle, that was rather unfortunate. So our office
and Odin also what I say was so by then our year their fast anoman because mobile that's share to the extent and so still when I'm here the fire service. Ghana I to the extent they said if you have fire service for quite who's on the book on man crying after ya paying with one. They are not on my soul as a scene at the Amas Hanoma way. And to us,
we're very demoralized, but we are self-deterred, we are self-motivated. Mind you, the kind of fires that we are fighting, we are inhaling toxic smoke, we are inhaling different kind of materials that are burning. We're not wearing breathing apparatus. The smoke is going directly into our offices. They are sacrificing that. We don't have any health insurance. A simple thing would have sufficed. You could have easily spoken to the commanding officer at that time, get updates. But to create a scene with a camera on you to demoralize the efforts of the firefighters, yes, you might have a legitimate concern, but the approach you take will go a long way to either encourage or discourage the people on the grounds.
No, but as dangerous as your job is, you don't mean it when you say we don't have health insurance. You're a firefighter. The first thing is your insurance, your safety. I mean, you can't tell the nation Ghana on live TV that we don't have health insurance. I dare you to repeat that again.
So I'm saying it emphatically, unequivocally, that we don't have health insurance. It's one thing that we are fighting for. Our new chief officer has told us she's putting steps in place to help us, but we don't have health insurance. When firefighters get injured at the scene of fire, they use their own resources to take care of themselves and later apply for refund to be paid to them. So if at that moment you don't have money, you would have to go and borrow money from people to be able to take care of yourself. That's the reality that firefighters are facing. A simple thing would have sufficed.
Your officer was injured in the process. Do you know the
Yes, and he's on admission at Konfanochi right now.
He's been taken care of by the state.
No, and he has to take care of it himself, and then later probably apply for a refund or something, which is so unfortunate. So yes, as I said, as a minister, you could have handled it differently. Okay, you are the minister. We owe it a responsibility to you to brief you. At any point, if you feel you haven't been briefed, you can easily call on our officers without having to create a spectacle with a camera there and creating a scene asking us to move. If we move, we would fight the fire. And then publicly trying to malign us by acknowledging the police and the military. All our men are still on the grounds. It's very unfortunate.
A lot of people in Kumasi, in Ghana, throughout would want to know, do you have some answers to what might probably have started this fire? Your initial investigation, what is it pointing to?
So for now, we don't. We are obviously as firefighting is still in progress. We'll have to finish, get to the seat of fire where the fire started, and be able to pick up clues that would give us much information to help us understand where the fire might have started from. People in the area were saying there were some power fluctuations. For now, I can't confirm or deny that until we've subjected it to investigation. So for now, it's still early days yet, and we are.
Bemana Casa. I am saying, Jonas at the Casano Assi. I, Jonas at Yabra and the Casan Assiti. Who might you also walk I was answering so.
Ashanti regional minister Kwasea and go fire service won't put your mobile. Next time we could do another at Kumasi and this form one here. Mukudra, I have a Mukudi fire service water. Mukudra, the best solution is a high book taba. A jato okay, Namun fry Namun Jimmy Namun fire service one at Ashanti regional minister will full said here who took Kwasea and I can tell about it. Mwamanitia, Womas Ality. Mohammed Mwabali, the American Mwajuma to send the opposition. Nice one. But I'm going to say, we can Jimmy and Tempa, the state of nation at best. Kevin Taylor, you near this man. And when you're on top of not come. Or say, I will arrest you when you pass it. Make my catch and say, Ghana court to be a. Or then Jimmy said, JGB said, Lord, my man, then Kwasea of JGB, my booming on Ghana, JGB in the camp, warm up on. As we are back to back more delete now to say, one say, yeah, my Kwasea mistake. You know, I cry, I wouldn't have say, Twene Jonas is your mighty, or become your striking back, or be I wouldn't have clearly. Until the moment, Ashanti regional minister Kwasea or qua won't supply equipment, fire service for and good young mayor, my son. Oba, why then, one supply materials, say, normally when you see we are, every do fast. Munu so atwede we a mo betimi afura kodina to mo adunja no enti materials no ese mo ya den yimu provide na mo jagini no kodina wa tiatem no entiatem mo num jawo but when the equipment are there what's the first one catch us jabede na wo ya what you say na wo je de go ma so wo nim say machine wo mo be dum eja no enti Kwasea wo ba na ka the machines aba they will be able to perform and do the better job. And next time, Jimmy and this is what Jimmy for. Moko provided the machineries, the tools and equipment. Said the job will be done. What you say? And the what is that? Straight from home. I like Michelle, you glass and quan, Medallion glass and quan, Michelle, was a shower near the other. But then you have to shower for that. To make you offer that. Natural about showers, nice one. Isn't this incredible? I'm looking let's be like me your body telling you me show baby basement I say your body.
Waka was what baby basement I say Añgŕy sees man himself and moreover I say a young conference. That's why Travis also original minister for him to do what is want. Over subscribe like I said, turn on the notification bell, be my crowd. Bye bye.